Gabrielle here. I forgot to do a vlog Saturday. I had to work that day, and I had to work in the afternoon all the way to the next day. So I didn't have time to do it that day, so I just figured, based on the blogs I was walking, I'll group those vlogs together because it was walking kind of the same point. And so I'm walking day 67, day 68, day 65, day 67, day 68, and the blogs were about walking the physical. Within this point, I walked out self-forgiveness on my physical body. I first did self-forgiveness on my face, judgments I had on my face, and points over time that I have defined myself by of my face. Letting those points go, realizing that my face is how my physical has been developed within and as a DNA of my parents, and that who we are is not defined by what our face looks like. Realizing that each point within our face is a defining point, or a physical point that allows us to live here. Obviously, I mean, our eyes allow us to see, our ears allow us to hear, mouth allows us to talk, lips allow us to formulate the words to be able to communicate with other people, nose allows us to smell. So within myself, realizing that defining myself by these points and defining myself within polarities of how I want to look like, or how I want my face to look like, is separating myself from the physical itself, from life itself, from my physical parts within my body that are giving me the opportunity to live. So within the post, realizing, stopping, separating myself from my physical points in my body, and once I let go of these definitions and ideas that I'm holding on to of, having the perfect looking face and being able to get, those people that I want attention from, my happiness I'm trying to chase and get from people around me. Realizing that, that's only my own self, not seeing myself worthy, not seeing myself acceptable. So looking outside myself to try to figure out and define who I am based on, how others see me, and how I can manipulate myself with my body to create this perfect idea that I have in my head to get those people to be attracted to me and like me. So within EQF interviews I'm listening to, specifically the reptilian ones by Anu right now, he's speaking about walking practical physical reality versus walking and chasing experience. So within this point, it's kind of a perfect correlation point to what I'm walking in my process within these blogs, realizing that I'm either chasing an experience of trying to live up and live into this idea of beautiful face, a beautiful, the perfect nose and the perfect eyes and the perfect ears, perfect lips, and judging all these points within myself, judging my lip as too big, judging my eyes as too narrow and squinty, and judging my side profile as not beautiful, having little imperfections that I'm defining myself by, and I'm seeing myself and I'm judging myself within these points, and comparing myself to other life, and going into a polarity of, okay, I'm seeing myself as not as worthy as this person because her nose is perfect, my nose is not perfect, so that must show that she's better than me. When really we're not. Life isn't based in that idea of perfection within what we look like. I mean, we all look a certain way, obviously, we all look different in who we are, but that is not what defines life. That anything of, that you're defining yourself by within ideas of what you should look like and what other people should look like, and then creating a separation with them. That person's beautiful and I'm ugly, or I'm beautiful and that person's ugly. And then within that point, behind those judgments, you're defining yourself, and your starting point is in separation towards that person because you've defined them, in a specific way as ugly, and I'm beautiful. So within those words, the way you're living those words, if you, investigate the word beautiful within yourself, you realize that within that word you get a positive charge within you. You feel good about yourself and you go, oh, I am beautiful. And you go, oh, that person's ugly. Within that word ugly towards that other person, you're defining that person less than you because you can feel the charge within you of saying that person is ugly. That person is not as good as me because I'm more beautiful than that person. This is underlying, this is unconscious or subconscious within us. It's kind of just an accepted reality we've existed as based on the way media is, and movies and celebrities and all these points within life that we've defined as within polarities as either good or not good. And so kind of within these blogs, bringing these points together, realizing that there is no separation between me and another being based on what we look like. There is no separation between me and the animal. There is no separation between me and the bug. I mean, yes, we look different. Yes, we perceive life differently and have different ways of communicating with other life forms. But who we are within us existing here is life. We are existing as life. And so each being within life should be honored and should be respected in this regard as equals. So, I mean, if you look at this point and you consider this within, kind of going into a best case scenario, or just looking at the point of seeing life within equality and what that could be within this world, I mean, it would be awesome. I mean, seeing all life equal, living this, in fact, living equality within all life. It'd be an awesome world. I mean, it'd be something different for sure. And so, with walking this point of equality, obviously it starts with me. It starts with who I'm going to be within, my polarities, my separations, how I'm looking and defining myself within other people. And so stopping these points within myself so I stand as a physical in practical reality, in common sense. So it's also another aspect of this is being self-honest and living in common sense. I mean, living within physical reality, practical, points that will come up. Like, there's no, definition of what is right, what is wrong, what is beautiful, what is ugly. But living within, what is here and what will create the best world for all. The standards of how we live and how we define ourselves is what is best for everybody. What is best for this situation for all included? How can I create the best environment, community, work project in the best way for all involved. So it's changing the focus from trying to be the best, trying to be above others, trying to be the most beautiful, and defining yourself by these points, defining yourself by your physical features, as I am and have walked within these posts, but living within who I am as life, and who others is as life, and walking equality within the life that is here in all environments I'm in, and creating the best ways and, the best life that can possibly be made. So of course it first starts with stopping my self-judgments, accepting myself within and as all that is here as life, within and as all the people that are here, realizing that I'm not separated from these people, I'm not better or worse than these people, but I'm equal to them. We're equal, and that's it. So stopping my self-judgment, stopping self-consciousness, stopping defining myself within polarities, just walking breath and walking and living equality within all life. And writing myself out continuously until I let go of all these points of definitions and judgments that I'm holding on to. And until I'm here and I'm fully directing myself, not being moved by any points of separation, and living equal with all life as myself, in full acceptance, and then creating the best possible path to equality and oneness within this living world, within my world, within living as this world in general. Yeah. Okay. So that's it for now. That was 3-day vlog. Basically, I'm walking the physical. I'll post the blogs on here. You can check them out. And it was a cool point to realize that the physical does not define itself, or is not defined by anything really. It is everything. Does exist here as everything, and it supports itself within oneness and equality in all that it does. It's unconditional in its support, and it's giving us life here each and every breath, giving us the opportunity to live as life in reality, in real reality, in equality, which is what life is. Life is equal among all. Life is here within and as all. So, you put all these points together, and that's life. One equal all life. And then you'll have perfection, because once those are all aligned within self, that's self-perfection. So investigate destiny, investigate equal money system, investigate destiny I process. All these points are walked specifically in these sites. If you're looking to change yourself, change your way of living, become a better person, become someone who is trustworthy, you want to stand in a point of leadership within your community, or within politics, or within your job, join, read about destiny, because this is what we're doing. We're standing within ourselves, becoming leaders within self-honesty, self-trust, and walking the process to make sure that we prove ourselves and prove to ourselves that we can stand in self-trust and support all life, and never again abuse life for our own self-interest. So it is quite a process, a lot of research and such, but definitely well worth it, and I definitely suggest investigating. Forum is available if you have any questions, perspectives, assistance you want within your writing, or points that come up within the reading. Definitely join the forums. Many of us have been walking this for a few years now, so all the resources are there for you to support yourself within self-perfection and living. And it's quite a cool journey, and I definitely recommend it. Thanks for listening, and see you next time. Bye.